When opportunity arises, there's two things. One is you don't understand the form. It could be invest, it could be free. So you don't understand that say yes, everything's an opportunity for you. Number two, you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone. And what's the final thing? Number three, you make excuses, is what I was saying before. You make excuses. And let me give you the three biggest buts. The three biggest buts when it comes to anything. But first one, I don't have the money. How many of you have ever had that thought before in your head? Raise your hand if you've ever had that thought before. I don't have the money. Okay, thank you for your honesty. Second one, but I don't have the time. How many of you have ever said that before? Be honest here. How many of you said the words, I don't have the time? I would love to, but I don't have the time. But I don't have the time. What's the third but? But I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't have the knowledge. I don't understand this stuff. I would love to, but I don't understand that stuff. I would love to, but I don't know how to do that. How many of you have ever been guilty of saying, I'm guilty to all three, by the way. I'm guilty to all three. How many of you guilty to all three too? Is anybody? Give me a 3 inside the chat if you're guilty for all three. I've said all three of these. These are the most common buts. Why are we talking about this today? Because, hey, you set an intention yesterday. If you don't get this action part right, hey, this is going to stop you. You're never going to get what you want. So let's address this, right? These are all excuses. These are all blaming the lack of resources. But I'm going to give you a line. Please write this down. It's never the lack of resources. It's only ever the lack of resourcefulness. It's never the lack of resources. It's only ever the lack of resourcefulness. I'm going to tell you how I know that for sure. People who say, I would love to, but I don't have the money. It's not true that you didn't do it because you don't have the money. And you're like, no, Master, seriously, I didn't do it because I don't have the money. No. That's not why you didn't get to do it. The reason why you didn't get to do it is because you lack desire, not lack money. My old mentor used to always say, it's never the lack of money, it's only ever the lack of desire. Let me ask you a question. How many of you have ever swiped your credit card, not debit card, your credit card to buy anything before? How many of you ever? Give me a me inside the chat if you've ever swiped your credit card to buy anything before. What does this prove? You may not have had the money to do so, but you did so. Wait there a second, so why did you do that? Because you had the desire for that thing. Next time you say to yourself, I would love to do it, but I don't have the money. Remember all the times that you get into debt for nonsense stuff. Instead, you got to start learning. If you want to have that freedom in life, you got to start learning. How many have read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad before? What does he call it? Good debt, bad debt. What is good debt? What is bad debt? There's something called good debt. I remember when I was reading that book, I was like, oh my God, that's completely life-changing. Good debt is when you're taking debt onto something that can appreciate in value. Bad debt is what most people do. They're swiping their credit cards on just nonsense. Holidays, new sofa, TV. People get into debt for things that don't appreciate in value. Cars. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? That's really funny because they would get into what? How much debt can they get into a car? What, 30K, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? A debt for a car that only will depreciate, but these people will never get into 30K debt to invest in themselves, to invest in their businesses. They will need to hesitate, think again and again. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? There's only two things. My mentor used to always say there's only two things that is good investment. One is yourself, which is the driver, and the second thing is the business, the vehicle, the investment. These two things are the only things you appreciate. You are your greatest value. You are your greatest asset. When I learned speaking, I paid 15,000 euros to learn 12 years ago. Guess what? Until the day I die, I have this skill. And I can use it again and again and again and again. It's my greatest asset. People say, you paid $15,000, 15,000 euros for 5-day training? No, I paid 15,000 euros for a life skill that I will use for the rest of my life. It's going to change my life. And it did. And so it did. You are your greatest asset. You are your greatest investment. That's number one. The second thing, be willing to invest in opportunities that produce income. Why not? That's how you get passive income streams, right? It's never the lack of money, because you've all paid for something when you didn't have the money before. If you want something enough, tell yourself that make it happen. Be the make it happen person. Put your hand to your heart and say, I'm the make it happen person. Say it to yourself again, I'm the make it happen person. Say it to yourself again, I'm the make it happen person. Right? I'm the make it happen person. Put your hand up nice and high in the sky and repeat to yourself, tell yourself, when I see an opportunity, say it again, when I see an opportunity, right? Lock it in, I must grab it. Okay? Say it again, when I see an opportunity, when I see an opportunity, I must grab it. Lock it in, feel it deep inside your heart, inside your soul. You're the make it happen person. If you see an opportunity that can allow you to become a better person, that can allow you closer to your dreams, closer to your destiny, closer to doing what you want to do, closer to the things that you wrote down yesterday, then your answer should be, yes, I should learn to grab it. I should not make excuses, reasons or results. I should not make a million reasons why I can't do it. I should find a way to get the result to happen. I should be resourceful. If I don't have the money, what do? What's the line? If I don't have the money, you find the money. If it's a big opportunity, you find the money, right? What about the second one? I don't have time. You all said you're guilty of saying I don't have I love to, but I don't have the time. That's exactly why when I said, hey, I've got Manifesting Miracles, somebody typed in before. Wait, what's the dates? If Manifesting Miracles event can teach you how to manifest miracles in your life, if I had the opportunity and I didn't know that, how do I manifest miracles? You're teaching me 30 hours of manifestation tools to manifest miracles in my life? I don't need to know the dates, actually. Because, hey, all you need is 3 days of my life and you're going to change. Okay, I'll make it happen. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? You make it happen. The thing is meaningful for you. You'll make it happen. Has anybody ever called your friend up before? Hey, shall we go for dinner tomorrow? Oh, no, sorry. I don't have the time. I'm busy. Have anybody ever asked somebody out before and they tell you, I'm so sorry, I don't have the time, I'm busy, right? Let me tell you something. I'm going to give you the dark truth. They're lying to you. It's not they don't have the time. It's that they are prioritizing something else or someone else over you. I know that's not the truth you want to hear, but it's true. And you do it too to other people. No, we all have the same time. Every single person on this planet has the same time. We have the same 24 hours in a day. Don't ever let yourself say, every time you say, I can't afford it, I don't have the money, you are disabling yourself. That's your affirmation. You're affirming to yourself that you're broke. Every time that you say the words, I don't have time, you are saying you're incapable because you don't have time. You will never have time. You will never have freedom because this is your affirmation. That's your manifestation. But instead of saying that, what can you say instead? You can either say, let me try and make the time, or you can even say, I have decided not to make time for this because I'm doing something else. That's different. But don't say, I don't have. How many of you are getting an aha here? The more times you say, I don't have something, the more you are disabling yourself. The more you are telling yourself you are unable because you don't have time. Therefore, you will never have time. You are telling yourself you don't have money. Therefore, you will never have money. So I'm not saying you have to make time for everything no. But your answers, the way you speak about it is very important. Oh, it's happening tomorrow? Oh, I'm going to spend tomorrow doing something else instead. That's different. That's your choice. That's your priorities. Exactly. People are saying words are spells. Words are affirmations. We've got to be very careful what we are saying every day. I don't know how. Never the lack of resources, only ever the lack of resourcefulness. Find out how. Hey, you have an inability to learn new things. What are you talking about? I don't know how that works. Well, just find out how it works then. I don't know how to do that. Then go and learn how to do it. Yeah, but I'm not familiar with that. Get familiar with it then. Please, give me the opposite affirmation. I have the money. Or I will find the money. That's your solution. Your solution is I'll find the money. If I say I don't have the money, I can't afford it, you say I'll find the money. If it's a big opportunity for you, find the money, right? If I say I don't have the time, what do you say? I will make the time. If it's important to you, you say I will make the time for it, right? If I say I don't know how it's done, what would you say? I will learn how. I'm telling you something. These 3 lines alone will change your life. You understand how to combat these 3 lines, it will change your life. You're going to hear your little voice every single day will give all these buts on all these, I can't, I don't have, I can't. No, and then you'll realize, no. By reframing my words, I reframe my emotions, I reframe my vibrations, I reframe my actions, therefore I reframe my results. That's manifestation.